And welcome back to New York Sports Wicker Media. I am Watsu K99. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. So, the Mets just swept the New York Yankees last night, two straight games at CitiField. Definitely two games that were bigger for the Mets than they were for the Yankees, considering the Mets are in a division race. You know, to me, it's never about big brother, little brother. To me, that's just blown out of proportion. I'm always been more concerned about the teams in the Mets' own division. You know, to me, the Yankees are just a common opponent that we have to see every year as Mets fans. But, you know, I don't, it's probably because I haven't lived in the New York metropolitan area since 1997 that I don't feel it quite as much. But this was going to be a big test for the Mets. They did come through. But I want to address one part of game two. When Buck Showalter brought in David Peterson to pitch the eighth inning with the Mets leading 2-0. A lot of Mets fans were very concerned, and I can understand why. But they did use, in game one, Adam Ottavino for more than one inning. They used Edwin Diaz for more than one inning. There was a good chance that neither of them were going to be available for this game. Now, keep in mind, if Diaz had pitched, it would have been 4 games in 5 days, which is quite a workload. So I really thought that Buck was going to try to go another way. And considering who the Yankees were putting up in the 8th inning, Anthony Rizzo, Gleyber Torres, Matt Carpenter, it made sense to go with a lefty. Now, Joely Rodriguez has been bad. He is not that good. The best memories that we have of Joely Rodriguez as Mets fans are the random pictures, the animated pictures that he's put in where he's sitting in random places. That's about our favorite thing about him. So, and factoring in who else is in the bullpen, Drew Smith has been terrible for over a month now. You know, then you have the Adonis Medinas, you have the Trevor Williams, do you have the Tommy Hunters? Maybe you want to put in Tommy Hunter. I don't know. But David Peterson has been a good starting pitcher this season. You know, he may not go past 6 innings, but he'll give you 5 solid, steady innings, you know. So it was worth a chance. He couldn't find the strike zone early on, and then, hey, Torres hit one deep and tie game. And, of course, Mets social media loses their mother freaking minds. They're like, oh, we got to get this guy out of here. He's a bum. Oh, we got to get rid of him. Why does one outing define a pitcher? For those people who wanted David Peterson off the team, please explain that. I would love an explanation on how that made any sense. It didn't work out, but you know what? You could get more on Buck Showalter not pitch hitting Jeff McNeil for Thomas Nido on Sunday. I'm not getting on Buck Showalter for this particular move. It was worth a try. It didn't work out. But I will say this. As soon as the Yankees brought in Wandy Peralta, a lefty, and I saw he was facing Eduardo Escobar. Escobar mashes left-handed pitching. He's almost become like a reverse Daniel Vogelbach. You know, I even wonder why Escobar switch hits sometimes, because he's so much better as a right-handed hitter. First pitch, mashed against the wall in left field. At that point, it kind of, for me, I got to be honest, it felt like it was only a matter of time. And ultimately, Starling Marte gets the walk-off single. Mets sweep the series. I will give the Yankees credit for immediately going out and acquiring Andrew Benintendi. They needed another bat in this lineup, especially with Giancarlo Stanton out with an Achilles injury. Benintendi hitting .320 right now. He has a .788 OPS in 92 games with Kansas City. But against right-handed pitching, his OPS is .844, which is very, very good. So I think that's a good trade. They only gave up their 19th, their 21st, and a not even rated prospect to get him. So the return was, the cost was not bad whatsoever. So, yep, that's pretty much as far as that series goes. Now the Mets go down to Miami, and then Jacob deGrom is scheduled to pitch against Washington. I'm a little disappointed to see that it's a Monday night or a Tuesday night game. If I'm going to pull that one off, I'm going to have to take a sudden half day off of work. But as soon as the start is announced, I will make plans to try to drive up to D.C. and check that game out. It'll definitely be a pretty cool moment. Of course, it's very tentative because you have to wait on deGrom, see how he's feeling, and make sure nothing's going on. It's very tenuous with him. But the other thing with Peterson and the bullpen, this completely exposed to me again how badly they need, I think, really 2 relief pitchers. They really need 2. I wanted Andrew Chafin at the beginning of this offseason. I was screaming for Andrew Chafin, but I think the Mets just have this thing. They don't want to give a reliever more than 1 year. Unless it's the closer. I mean, if they're going to keep Diaz, they're going to have to give him 4 or 5 years, something like that. But Ottavino got a year. For instance, pretty much all these contracts are 1 year, and they weren't willing to do that. Aaron Loop last year was 1 year, and he left. And let's be honest, it was a mistake. It was a mistake to let him go, and now he's over with the Angels. So to me, if the Tigers, who are fading from the race, are willing to trade Chafin, I would absolutely jump on that. Joe Mantiply from Arizona, I've talked about him here before. The one All-Star from the Diamondbacks, that's not saying a whole lot. That's like being the thinnest one at a Weight Watchers convention. But Mantiply is a guy I would look at. David Robertson from the Cubs, we've talked about him. Jorge Lopez from Baltimore, David Bednar from Pittsburgh. There's quite a few pitchers out there, but I really think the Mets are going to need two. So that is my thoughts on that, and that's all I got for right now. So I will be recording a Jets video as well in a moment. So if you're watching this, I will have a Jets recap of the first day of training camp as well. So thank you for watching, and check me out from the Wicker Chair. Talk to you soon.